Hey guys, so today in class we played a game called Crossing the River. It's a chance game. And so if you missed class today, what I want you to do is print this game board off of the blog, and then I'll have you play the game a couple of times with maybe like one of your parents or a sibling or a friend, whoever will play with you. Or if you can't find anybody to play with, then pretend that you have an imaginary friend and play with them. Anyway, so the way you play the game is you need 12 tokens. So I'm just using little ripped up pieces of paper, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to start with. And you can place these tokens anywhere on the start side of the game board. So I could put one token in each spot if I wanted to. If you wanted to, you could also put maybe like more tokens in one spot than the other. So for instance, I could put 2 tokens on 3, I could put 2 tokens on 7, no tokens on 9, and 2 tokens on 11 if I wanted. Or I could put more tokens on 7, because I know that comes up a lot in probability. So I could do something like this. Okay. Once you have your tokens arranged in the beginning, you're going to start playing the game, and you take turns. So if it was my turn, I would roll the die. I rolled a 5 this time, and so if I had a token on 5, I would move it across the river. Now, since I don't have a token on 5, I don't get to move it. By the way, as you're playing, I'm going to have you keep track of what you rolled. So I'm going to put a little tick mark in the 5 spot to represent that I rolled a 5. And then if you're playing with a partner, your partner would go, and you would record their roll. They would, by the way, need their own game board and their own tokens, and they can choose how they set them up. So I'd roll again. This time I rolled a 6. Now since I rolled a 6 and I have tokens in 6, I would move a 6 across the river. Then my partner would go, and then I would go again. This time I rolled an 11, so I'm going to move the 11 across the river. My partner would go, and then it's my turn again. This time I rolled a 9. So I don't have any 9s, which means I don't get to move anything across the river. And you keep playing the game. So that's an 8, until you've moved all of your tokens across the river. Now, if I were to roll something like a 7, let's pretend for a second that I rolled a 7. Okay, if that happened, I only get to move 1 token per roll. I don't get to move all of them, which is, you know, what somebody did today. So it's really just 1 token move per roll, per turn. Okay. So then, once you get all of your tokens moved over to the other side of the river, once they all cross, okay, I want you to just make note of how many each roll happened. Now, we know from the other day looking at theoretical probabilities that 7s are more likely, and then 6s and 8s, and then 5s and 9s. And so I want you to play this game a couple of times, and after you do that, you should notice that you're getting mostly 7s, and then some 5s and 6s, some 8s and 9s, that type of thing. You shouldn't probably usually get very many 12s, and obviously there's no way to get a 1 with 2 dice, so that's impossible. Alright, so that's Crossing the River. Go ahead and play it a couple of times and mark your rolls down and stuff, and watch the next video. Thanks, guys.